Hey church, it's Pastor Geoffrey with the weekly video blog for the coming weekend, which is the last weekend of January. That would be the 25th and 26th. It's Tuesday here at the office, and I just want to make you aware of a few things that are going to be going on this week. We are going to have our wonderful Wednesday night meal that is going to happen tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., followed by our Hebrews Bible study. We are in Hebrews chapter 11, that great chapter of the Hall of Faith, a history lesson for all these great faithful individuals from the Old Testament. We're going to talk a good bit about that 7 o'clock after our meal tomorrow night. And then Thursday morning, the ladies will be back together for that BSF Bible study on Revelation. A great opportunity, ladies, to get involved with a great book of the Bible and go through some line by line, verse by verse information about Revelation. So that's at 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall. Any lady can start any time. You want to get together and just show up there at 10 a.m. and get involved. That'd be an awesome opportunity to get into a deeper Bible study of what we call eschatology or end times stuff. And then we move into the weekend, and on Saturday morning, our church finance team is going to get together, and our nominating committee is going to get together, and we're going to look at our budget for 2025 and talk about the roles in the church and recommend leaders for these areas of the church where we have roles that are open, etc. And so that's going to happen at 9 a.m. Pastor's going to have breakfast for the leadership team, and so if you are a leadership team member or a treasurer, you're going to be able to come there, and we're going to have that planning meeting in preparation for our annual meeting, which is going to be Sunday right after the worship service. We're going to have our annual meeting, and we're going to talk a lot about where we've been, talk a lot about where we're going in the future, talk about some projects that we have going on, go through some nominations for roles, take some votes as we go into 2025 eyes wide open into ministry for the Lord. So be a part of that. So finance team meets on Saturday morning. The entire church meets together after the worship service for our annual business meeting. That is on the docket for the weekend. On Sunday morning, before that annual meeting, we are going to go back to the book of 1 Peter. We are in chapter 4. We're going to start chapter 4 of 1 Peter, and we're going to talk about righteous living. After that great example of the Lord's triumph that we talked about last weekend on Sunday morning, we're going to move into the call to arms. Now that we know we have a triumph, how are we to live? How should we live as believers in a land that's not our home? And then focus on those kind of things. So that's the message for this coming Sunday morning. No evening service this weekend. Had a great start to that relationship study last Sunday night. Well attended, good conversation about the first relationship from Genesis chapter 1, 2, and 3. Those of you who attended that, I thought that was a really good start to the series. We're going to go back to that relationship series in the first week of February. So, things on the docket for this week. We're going to get together for Wednesday night supper, have our Hebrews Bible study, ladies BSF, church finance team on Saturday morning with breakfast at 9 a.m. Opportunity for a great time of worship on Sunday morning from the book of 1 Peter chapter 4, and then our annual business meeting right after the worship service. So those are the activities for the coming week. Hope you guys are going to have a great week. I look forward to seeing you here at the church. Love you guys.